Hello there, I am Gepwin. Welcome back to Minecraft playing on the... Hello, egg. I need eggs. Need some of those. There we go. Playing on the Banana Viking server once again. You can see my little portal and base back there. You join me in the water one more time. Running along, trying to find clay deposits that I didn't find previously. Ooh, there's one. That was a clay deposit. I found one right next to the base, and it gave me hope. Because I really want to start building the warehouse today, because I need to store all my stuff. I find myself sometimes not mining as much as I should be, because I need to find my stuff. Or need a place to put my stuff. And that's not a good position to be in. Especially not when you need a lot of resources for some of the stuff that you have planned coming up. And we haven't even all been to the end yet. We need to try to get together soon, because I'm tired of walking. I'm very tired of walking. I thought I saw some clay over here. But I did do a little bit of calculations. So I asked for feedback on the last video. I got some good suggestions. I tried the one thing that I thought that I had tried in the video before, but I don't think I did, which was just a full-on delineation between the base of the warehouse. And if you haven't seen it, you can check it out briefly in last week's video, or like hopefully I'll have a version by the end of this. But the bricks on the bottom of the warehouse, the two tall foundation layer, I made all nether brick. And then I just, from that up, I made it normal brick, and that looked pretty good. I think I liked it better than the all brick because it gave a little bit of delineation between kind of where the floors would be, even though it's not really floor. Like, there aren't really going to be floors in this, per se. But I like that, and I'm going to try it, and then it's also pretty easy. Oh, we have a, darn, we have a ghost block in here somewhere. Come on. It's also, I hate the water flow in here. I like that this mod that adds the visual stuff lets me see where the water is flowing stupidly underwater. It's nice visualization, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to kind of tell. There. Okay, that's the ghost block. I found it. Ugh. Anyway. Does your block disappears when you do that? I did some very minor calculations and kind of figured out that each section that I want to build is going to require 2 times 13. Would you stop the weird water flowing? 2 times 13 nether bricks, which isn't going to be bad, so that's just like 26 nether bricks. So the nether bricks are going to be easy. 26 nether bricks, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 15, 16, no, 20, yeah, 20 something. Smooth sandstone, which I need to actually look up how to get, because that's something I meant to do and start gathering, but I actually haven't started yet. It's going to need 16 glass panes, which is pretty easy because glass panes are the like easy to get version of glass, so I'm collecting a little bit of sand as well. And then it's going to need about 104 roughly bricks, which is why I am out here gathering clay again. As we know, each stack of bricks requires 4 stacks of clay. Because each clay represents 1 brick, it takes 4 bricks to make a brick. Dang it, that looked... Oh wait, that is. It takes 4 bricks to make 1 brick block. So 4 full stacks of clay to make 1 stack of bricks. Brick blocks, I mean. Which, oh, that's horrible. And at 104 per section, that means that each section takes just over a stack and a half. And I had a full bar of stacks. I had like a full chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had like 4 or 5 stacks from my previous mining, which means I could get... Anyway, I did the calculations that I could get about 6 of those sections. And by the sections, I mean the double window. So each section separated out by the sandstone pillars on the sides. where I had 2 windows at the top. And that is a little bit smaller than I wanted. It's close, though, because I was hoping for maybe one of those on each side, because they're pretty long. They're 13 blocks long each. So maybe like 2 of those on each side, which would mean 3 stacks per those 2 sides. And then maybe 3 or 4 on the long sides, because I do want it to be longer than it is wide, and I'm not sure how much longer. So we need 6 stacks for each of the 2 short sides if I wanted each of those to be 2. And then the long sides would also need at least 6, which I have 6 at the base, so I think I'd be able to do the 2 short sides. Then it would need 6, then 9, no, 12, 9, 20, 12 and 9, yeah, so 21. I think I would need 21 stacks to build a big one, which I'm not really that close to 21 stacks, to be honest with you. So I'm going to spend a bit more time going around the ocean here and cleaning out all of the clay, which is kind of what I've been doing. Getting another full inventory, going back to base, smelting it all up to bricks, making another full inventory. If this seems like it's going to be taking too long, I guess we might have another resource gathering hangout, or I may be able to actually I'll be able to get started on the foundation. I also need a looting sword, because stupid Enderman. Stupid Enderman. I need your... oh. Haha. I need ender pearls badly, and I don't have a looting sword. So the looting sword is definitely on the list of things. As is dye and gravel. Which I can't gather with this shovel. I've mentioned that before, that the not looting, the fortune shovel, impossible to gather gravel because it all turns into flint. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1 stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2 stacks. 2 stacks already. Okay, making some good progress, if a little bit slow. Well, I'm just going to keep doing this for a while, and then it is time to run back and smelt everything as well, which this is taking a lot of coal in addition to anything else. This is going to be the only large brick building we build. Anything after this, bricks are going to be a highlight. I just couldn't think of a good way to make a large 1930s looking warehouse that's not out of bricks, living near several of the things. It's just, like, I pass these things most days on my way to the city, and just you know, that's what they look like. They are big square or rectangular buildings made of bricks with like doors everywhere and weird looking stars on the side. It's like, I don't know if anyone knows anything about architecture. Why do the buildings in New York have weird metal stars stuck on the sides of them? They appear to be attached to some sort of internal support pole or something, and it's weird, and I've never known, and I've never found anyone to ask. So if anyone knows anything about architecture, why do buildings in New York have weird stars on the side? It can't just be because we're the best, right? Did a bit of layout on where I want the building to be. This is kind of the basic start, and I don't know how to build the whole thing, because this little spit of land that I'm starting on is a little smaller than I was planning. But I think I need the loading dock to be on this side. That's not really what I was thinking, but when I was looking at it just now, I realized it's going to be very close to where the bridge starts here. Unless I move this bridge significantly, but I like the idea of having the bridge and the portal be kind of central features, which means I need a road to be on this side that comes down to the docks that are going to be kind of starting around this piece of this little peninsula. And to do that, we'll need kind of a road coming up from over here that can connect up to the bridge there, but then also can be part of this loading dock on this side, which means I shouldn't do this panel, because I might need to expand it or change it to make the loading dock piece work on this side. And then I also want to extend it in the back a little bit. So I think really the main thing I should work on is that side and the front. The part facing the ocean and then this side, because I think those two are going to stay, because this is paralleling the shore a little bit, so I can't really extend it on this side without impinging onto the beach more than I want it to. I also want some dirt there. Don't want it resting on sand. Sand is a bad foundation for something. I also need to decide about this visually, because I was looking at it again and decided that having the entire base be these bricks is not going to work out, but I do want the foundation to be these bricks. So most of the time it should just have a single layer, like right here where it touches the ground, and then when it moves down I'm going to move it to a double layer like right here, so that we'll decide on that. Just a double layer right in here and then back to a single layer, maybe even no layer, maybe like the sand here has built up and it brings it up into the hill by a layer for a little while. So we'll see how that all works out. I've collected way too much dirt in this. Way too much dirt. But I think I'm just going to focus on these two sides for the minute. And then we'll have the loading dock. This will be we'll start this as a storage area before it's even in. I need to organize it a little bit. And then we might extend this back out slightly this way, because I shouldn't make the thing just a rectangle in any event. So maybe we'll bring this out and over a bit and possibly have to move the bridge slightly. We'll see. Like, I could bring this out by one section and then over, but that would impinge on where the bridge is. I'm starting to not like where this bridge is, just the way things are working out, so I might not work on it for a little while. I like how the birds have turned out. I'm going to use those somewhere. But where this bridge is might not work. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We do have a bunch of stuff over there, so maybe, maybe not. We'll see as we go. I do like the idea of kind of like bringing this out this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which would kind of put it here, which would be neat for the warehouse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Neat for the warehouse, bad for the bridge position. Anyway, we'll see about that. Maybe, maybe not. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that would go that way and then back around to make it too wide on this back portion. I like that a lot for the warehouse structure. I might move the bridge. I may have to move the bridge. I've never been very keen on this bridge placement ever since I got the portal bulked out. This bridge placement always seemed a little awkward to me. But I do want a bridge. I do want a big central bridge. We'll see. Maybe I'll just make 2 big towers with a bridge going across like a central road. Because I've always liked that aspect of near future, the like near future sci-fi art deco, where you have buildings connected with no need for them to touch the ground. That's always been something I enjoyed. So I do think I'm going to remove this bridge. We'll move the birds somewhere else. But right now I'm going to start working on this, and obviously the best way to work on a building of this scale is going to be in a good old musical time lapse, because I haven't done one of those in quite a while.
Messenger is showing ignorance of what the fear is knowing. In my mind it feels like treason, going off without a reason. Dim the lights and change the season, blow the candle out. Shaded by the shadow of a doubt, and painted by the colors fading out. Wash away the blank expression, fill it with a new direction. Plain to see it all when there is nothing left to see. Break the lights and pull the curtains down. Shelter timber from the sparks. Run away from what is hiding. Silent hopes are terrorizing. Try to see it all, but there is nothing in the dark. Broken shards of mirror on the ground. Who knows what that messenger had found? Sweep it up and take the trash out. Never let reflections lash out. Staring back at you without a momentary sound. Space invasion, revelation time. Crossing toes and stepping out of line. Take the path of least resistance. Close your eyes and keep your distance. Who would take a penny when you're offering a dime? Break the lights and pull the curtains down. Shelter timber from the sparks, and run away from what is hiding. Silent hopes are terrorizing. Try to see it all when there is nothing in the dark.
Building looks way bigger when it's in the world than when it's not. I'm noticing a weird amount of light bleed through on the stairs there. I don't think that's supposed to happen. It's an interesting visual glitch. It looks really cool. I will admit, like, I would love to light things this way, and I hope it stays like that. But I'm pretty sure light's not supposed to shine through stairs. Just a hunch. There's a skeleton. And a bunch of creepers. I should sleep. I've made a bunch of chests so I can start moving some of our storage into here. But I'm not going to do it exactly just yet. I just want to get a little bit of a layout of where I kind of want things. Because I want to organize it a bit better. Like, I want to have a wood section and a stone section and a other materials section, etc. And I don't want to have a giant amount for each one. Might have another section of the warehouse for that back there. Like, I just want this warehouse to keep expanding, kind of, as we build more and as we get more resources. So bricks are going to become a theme for this part of the world, I feel. The inside looks a little weird, but that's because I don't want to fill the entire inside with bricks, because that would be a little odd. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with it. This is the bare minimum of bricks that I have to have on the inner face of the wall for it to work. But like I said, if I fill the whole thing with bricks, it like quadruples the number of bricks that I need. So I don't know what to do with that exactly. We'll figure it out. The windows wound up higher than on the test models, but I don't think it ruins anything. I think it looks fine. I don't dislike how it looks with the windows up that high. In fact, it might work a little better for this inner thingy here that's holding part of the roof up. So altogether, I'm very happy with it. I do need to bring the stuff in a little bit because, let's see. So that is where the edge of the building is essentially for any kind of sorting system. So I need to bring it in by like 4 in order to accommodate a sorting system behind stuff, which means that actual chests can only come out to about here and there. So that does kind of limit the amount of space we can actually use if I want to make it sorting system ready. Maybe I'll just not bother with that for this section and just build in some, like, you know, this will be where the wood will go. Have a couple of layers for wood storage and a couple of layers for stone storage and etc. And just start organizing things as we go. But I want chests. I think I want a few trap chests. I want to separate these out into sections, kind of like I said. For now, I just need to start organizing what I've got. Because I've got a lot of disconnected materials, and I need to start just figuring out where I'm putting them in here. But that's going to be in between clips. You don't have to watch me moving things in here to organize it. I also need to figure out what I want this loading dock to look like. I kind of need to look that up a little bit. I like the idea of it being right here in this jig, and we'll put like a road. We'll start building docks down here and build kind of a road up from there to the loading area. I might put a crane on this corner here, possibly, to get stuff on and off boats. That could be kind of neat, or I might put the crane over there, but we'll see. Loading area is definitely going on this side, I think, because that's where we can fit a little bit of stuff. The other side is too close to the beach, and I don't want to replace too much land over here because I like the shape of this little harbor where our portal is. So that's a bit of a challenge. I want to put in more of this wall, but I need to plan out some of the loading dock and inner area first. And I also needed to move some materials over because the materials are all the way over there in a jumble, and I don't know what to do with those. But overall, I'm quite happy with how this thing turned out. Quite happy indeed. These time lapses are kind of giving me a little bit of a headache though, because apparently my computer doesn't like running my recording, like other recording software on the server, and everything ran a little slow and was making me feel a little nauseous. Honestly, I need to work on that. Well, that was going to do it for this episode. I hope it doesn't wind up too short, because I'm not sure how long that time lapse is going to wind up, but you know, might be a slightly shorter episode because I'm a little pressed for time today. I just wanted to get this build started. I was hoping to get more of it done, honestly, but yeah, we need to make my dark oak wood farm a little bit. I need to farm a lot of dark oak wood for the roof. I need to do a little bit more overall for how this thing is going to look. Oh, darn. I need to do something with the roof right now. I just realized the dark oak wood is going to be in the wrong place if I make it this way. Oh well, I'll do a few alterations this weekend in between clips, possibly. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you can leave a like. If you really did, you can, of course, subscribe. My name is Gepwin. Thank you very much for watching. And, of course, I will see you soon.